All right, so welcome back to Heroic Online Institute. Okay, it's a delight to have you here once again. This is Python. This is an opportunity for you to learn Python with me. Okay, Python is obviously the most popular programming language in the world. Okay, as at the time of making this tutorial, it's still the most popular in the world. Okay, so it's a wonderful programming language, and you are going to learn a whole lot in it. Okay, so Python is a popular programming language created by Gustav van Lawson and released in 1991. And this is the great creator of Python. Amazing, right? Yeah, it is used for web development, server side, as in the back end web development, software development, mathematics, system scripting, and all. It is used almost in every field of life. Just general purpose programming. You can use it to do almost anything. So yeah, it's actually a wonderful programming language to learn. And the good thing about Python is that it is easy to learn. Okay, there are so much to learn as we move on. Okay, now let's keep going. Yeah, what can Python do? Python can be used on a server to create web applications. Python can be used alongside software to create workflows. Python can connect to databases. It can also read and modify files. Python can be used to handle big data and perform complex mathematics. Python can be used for rapid prototyping and for production-ready software development. There are lots Python is used for. Okay, as we move on, you are going to understand most of these things. Okay, just know that the summary of the whole thing is that Python is used to do a whole lot of things. It is a general purpose programming language. Okay, so it has found usage in almost all fields of life, which is great. Okay, yeah. Why should you choose Python? There are so many programming languages. Why Python? Python works on different platforms. It works on Windows, Mac, Linux, and other platforms. Okay, Python has a simple syntax similar to English language. Like I told you before, it is easy to learn. It is easy to learn. Okay, it is easy to learn. Sorry. Yeah, so learning Python is easy because it's close to English language. Okay, it's as if you are just typing English language. Okay, so it has simple syntax. Python has syntax that allows developers to write programs with fewer lines than some other programming languages, so you don't have to write so much to get what you want. Okay, in Python, and that is actually why it is easy. Okay, so Python runs on an interpreter system, meaning that code can be executed as soon as it is written. This means that prototyping can be very quick. Yeah, as we move on, you understand. I just know that Python is very easy. Okay, it's extremely easy. Then Python can be created in a procedural way. There are so many ways you can create Python: procedural, object-oriented, and functional. So I know that some of these things might not make sense to you now. So I don't want to begin to explain them in details because you're just starting. But as you are moving on, as you are moving into the tutorials, you are taking the tutorial one after the other. All these will begin to make much more sense to you. Okay, but the summary of the whole thing is that Python is easy. Okay, and as a beginner, if you learn Python, if Python is the first language you're learning, you're not going to find it so strange. Okay, it will be quite easy for you. So then the text editor we are going to use Visual Studio Code. In case if you don't know what text editor is, a text editor is an application you can use to type programming codes. Like you want to type a code, you want to type in programming language, okay, syntax. Where are you going to type it? Just like the way you type in Microsoft Word if you've gone through Microsoft Word. So that application, the application you are going to use to type the code, as in to write the code, is the text editor. Okay, and the text editor we're going to use is Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio actually is one of the most popular text editor. Okay, text editors, and if you've not used it before, it is an advantage for you to use it now. All right. So that said, as we're moving on, so thank you very much. This is just the introductory part of this course. Just know that we have a whole lot to do. Okay, just keep following this course one after the other. What you have to do is that try to when you log into your classroom, you download the tutorials you want to learn for the day. Practice with it. Okay, and when you are done practicing, you download more and you control like this. Okay, try to motivate yourself. You know, some people get tired when they are learning by themselves, but some, if you are very serious about your course, you won't get tired. Okay, you have to motivate yourself. You have to discipline yourself to keep learning. Okay, and as you are learning, if you encounter any issue, don't hesitate to call my attention. Just chat me on WhatsApp. Okay, I will respond to you, so that to make sure that you are not missing out on anything, that you are following it and you are getting what you paid for. That's by the way. Thank you so much.